Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we have some information that has been data mined by Pokeminers here, and I found something pretty interesting. They don't really go over the specific thing that I'm about to talk about, but let's see what we have going on here. So if you do enjoy these random news videos, please give it a thumbs up. Got the coffee here. Yeah, it's about 10:40 p.m. right now, so better not drink too much of that. So here we go. As the quest does open up for us for the next line in the Missing Willow, it is going to enable us to continue on to get the Master Ball, right? So what we do have here for the text for some of this is indicating that it's going to make us go out to do a shadow raid. It doesn't say specifically which one, and it's probably not going to, most definitely not make you forced to do a Mewtwo, right? But here's the fun part. What happened with the shadow raids? What can't you not do? Remote? There you go. They're going to literally make people get out and raid to get your Master Ball. Now, this is not such a horrible thing, but for the people who have, boycotted and are still sticking to their guns, you can't get the Master Ball unless you do it in person, which you could use your free raid pass. It's no big deal, right? It's not like you need a special pass to get in this. But just a heads up, they're literally making you go out and raid in person to get this. I'm making it sound like it's so horrible. Making you go out to do it in person. Holy cow. But take a note. They're probably going to look at their statistics and be like, yep, see, everybody was out playing. See, take note, everything's fine. I can see that. All right, so there is that. You're going to have to continue on. And it looks like they're going to tell you to go battle a shadow raid, and you'll be able to continue your quest line like that. I don't have all of the things there. But there's that bit of information here. All right, so moving forward, Shadow Gems. Let's talk about these. So we have the specifics on these. We kind of already knew that they were going to lower the attack and defense on these Shadow Raids, or at least help mitigate them, because they are going to become stronger as apparently you do bring down their health more and more. They're going to become more defensive as far as their defense raising, and then stronger with their attack, physical, doing more damage to your Pokemon. So what are the Shadow Gems going to do, and how do you get them? Well, you're going to get them from grunts. At this moment, I'm thinking just the regular grunts at Pokestops or in the balloons, right? And then they'll drop them after you do beat them. You collect 4 of these Shadow Shards, and then they do become a Purified Shard, which they'll take 4, you combine them, and then you use those in the raids. I don't know exactly how you're going to use them in the raid, but I'm sure there'll be some sort of an indicator while you're in the lobby for the shadow raid, like, do you want to use this item, or something like that, right? It's not going to be too difficult, but that's how you're going to be able to get those Shadow Gems, is by battling the grunts. I don't know if it's a guaranteed every time if they'll drop it, but that's how you're going to go about getting them. Just wanted to give you this information going into this, because it is going to be starting in a couple of days, and it's going to be nice knowing this ahead of time. Sometimes they release these events without giving us a lot of details, very vague in what they're saying, and then we kind of need to figure it out, which, look, to give them credit for that, I do believe some time ago, they kind of mentioned that, and how they like to be vague for us to kind of figure it out. And I remember back when we did have, not to deter from the main topic here, but I remember when we did have the steps for the Pokemon, instead of the bushes. So basically it would just tell you how close you were. So you had to, it was like, oh, hot, cold situation. That was fun. But they had to take it away because of just like cluttering up the system. So it kind of goes back to that. They kind of want us to figure it out. That's why they're maybe be a little bit vague, but I'm not, let's not give, they still need to be open and communicate to us and not be completely vague when it comes to communicating with the community on important topics, not things you should, kind of figure out in the game that are a little bit fun and mysterious at first, right? So that's that. You're gonna have to get out and do the shadow raid in person, because you can't remote raid them. Nobody can invite you, even if you have still 5 left for your remote raids for that day. And the ice shards, the fragments, the shadow shards are going to be dropped from grunts. And it's looking pretty interesting. And then they have some other stuff about Go Plus. Now, okay, I don't know what's going on here, but there is, so the the new Plus coming out. So he does refer some part here. Let me see, something about device not found. Then he kind of refers, you know, they've known that we've been using third-party devices all along, but it looks like they're not compatible. Hopefully that they do not disable, or I wonder if they even have the ability to disable other devices that are third-party. Not that I'm trying to challenge you, Niantic. Hey, look, I'm not trying to challenge if you could do that or not. But who cares? Let's just say you can. They're being nice. Let's just leave it at that. So hopefully going forward we can still do those. But there is that piece of information. Just thought I'd mention it because it is something to note. Not trying to start a panic about it or nothing like that. There's a lot of information on the sleep here, and it's gonna be awesome. I hope. Well, I don't hope you pre-ordered one, because yeah, and if you're paying third party, you're gonna be paying a lot, and they're kind of expensive. You know how it is at first. If you get it from these scalpers, they're gonna charge you a lot more than what you're supposed to pay. There's somewhere around like $75, $65, or maybe $80, depending on where you live, plus tax and all that stuff. So as far as other stuff here, like there's a lot of information on the Go Plus. Also forgot to mention, there was text in there that did hint at us getting another Master Ball in the future, so keep that in mind if you're really worried about using this Master Ball, because we'll never get another one. It did say that we will be able to get another one, and the text is quite clear. I'll put it up here if not already, so just want to let you know that. Alright, so dang, Go Plus Plus, they're really geared up for that. We got some more information on sleep, and I'm not worried about that. I'll try to test out the app again, but I personally don't really like using those sleep apps too much. But I just wanted to drop that there for you guys. Looks pretty interesting. You're gonna have to get out there and do the shadow raids. So if you're somebody who's actually saying I'm done raiding even with my free pass, you're probably done with the game almost at this point, so you're probably not too worried about the Master Ball. But just giving you a heads up, you're gonna have to get out there. And if you're worried about doing the shadow raids, like, oh, I don't have anybody in my area, well, you can do one of the easier ones, and I'm sure you can beat that. Just bust out your best Pokemon for whatever specific one we're gonna see. You know, we had that Bayleaf, I had a couple others that shouldn't be too difficult to take out, so you know, should be okay. As far as I'm concerned, it is unfortunate that we cannot get invites to them, because, you know, if you don't have anybody in your area, this Shadow Mewtwo raid, shiny potentially, good IVs, is only going to be here for, I said a day, but essentially it's a little bit more than a day, but pretty much with the times that they're giving is pretty much a day. You're not going to be able to do it. I mean, I don't know if you can solo it. I don't know, man. I mean, if it gets stronger in its defense and attack, I think that's a good way for them to say, let's make it so it's not soloable. You know, that's actually probably a good solution. It's also an interesting way, you know, for interaction. I appreciate that, but we'll have to see. I do have a group already together. We have, including myself, there's gonna be 4 of us. That should be plenty to take out this. I'm pretty sure we can duo it, but yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. If you like in this color, it's because it's dark out here. If it looks a little grainy, it's because I'm using my phone. I'm not getting the light that I need right now. Should get one of those ring lights. Anyways, I'm rambling here like I usually do, but if you did enjoy this random news flash video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.